Hello happy people, and as promised we're making videos all this week about how to write your PS. So let's get into it. Okay, today we're looking at the 5 keys to writing a good personal statement. Okay, and they are clear and concise, keep it simple, less is more, achievements and failures. So let's start with clear and concise. Now, the most important thing is when they're reading your personal statement, they can understand it. So it needs to be clear, it needs to be direct, and you don't need to make it beautiful. It's about just stating the facts, just stating what needs to be said, not over-explaining your position. The next one is keep it simple. Now, this is a personal statement. This is not a thesis or a dissertation or some high academic journal that you're writing for. It's a personal statement. So you don't need lots of technical language. You don't need lots of beautiful words. In fact, the more beautiful words you try to use, usually the worse your personal statement looks, because it becomes unintelligible, because you use words that you don't really understand how to use in a natural way. And another reason that you don't use difficult words is because you choose a word and then you create the sentence around the word. It should be the other way around. It should be you're creating the sentences to fit your ideas, and the words that you use are just the words that are necessary to get across the idea. Less is more. Now, this is a beautiful concept. If you notice in all of my examples, I don't say I am organized. I don't say I am creative. I don't say I am a problem solver. I should not need to say these things. If I need to say these things, then the way English people think is you are not these things. So you need to, less is more. If you are organised, you create that image of you being an organised person in your examples, in the body of your personal statement. In fact, the right personal statement, one paragraph can say that you are creative, organised, driven, just from an example of something that you've done as an extracurricular activity. Okay, achievements. Achievements is the most important thing that you need to put in your personal statement. What have you achieved? Academically, personally, socially, it doesn't matter. But what does matter is what you consider to be an achievement. So if you are an A grade student and you always get A grades, and then your achievement is, oh, I got an A in my final maths exam. This is not really an achievement. An achievement should be something that it was a real struggle for you to be able to do. They want to see that you are the kind of student that is willing to go that little bit further, to struggle against something that was difficult. And that's what's really important. Okay, last one, failure. Everyone worries about using a failure in a personal statement. I actually think failure is one of the most important things that you can put into your personal statement. Because it's not the failure. Nobody cares about the failure. It's what you do after the failure. I failed an English test, so what? What did you do next? Did you just give up? Or did you not see this as a failure but as a learning experience? So if you can put some kind of failure that's related to your end goal and show how it was a learning experience and what it taught you and how you overcame and actually achieved something after this, that will say a lot more about you as a person and as a student, and it will actually make you a more attractive potential student for the university. I know this is a lot and it sounds really difficult. But that's why you have people like me that do this. This is my job. This is what I do. But if you try really hard, you can actually get a long way towards being able to do all these things. And if you can do most of the work yourself, then you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble in the future. Because these things will actually help you in your studies as well. Okay? So, next week, more tips. Look out for our notices about what those tips are going to be about. Okay? Bye. I know this is a lot and it sounds really difficult, but that's why you have people like me that do this. This is my job. This is what I do. But if you try really hard, you can actually get a long way towards being able to do all these things. And if you can do most of the work yourself, then you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble in the future. Because these things will actually help you in your studies as well. Okay? So, next week, more tips. Look out for our notices about what those tips are going to be about. Okay? Bye.